Oh, hello everybody, how are we doing? Vindicator. I should probably change the lens, to be fair. Shall we put the wider lens on? Put the wider lens on for a little bit. See if that's... There we go. That's pretty good. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. How is everybody doing? Oh, damn, you startled me. Boo! Aspen of the music. Aspen of the music. How are you doing? The Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. How is everybody doing? Hello purples, hello pixel. Purples and pixel, pixels and purple. Purples and pixel and purple. So we have I've done a little bit more on this. Hang on, let me get that one in focus. There we go. Done a little bit more on this guy.
Come and see the violence! Help! I'm being repressed! Bloody peasant!
Bloody peasant! Bloody peasant! How are you doing? Now it's going to be stuck in my mind. I mean, of things to get stuck in your mind, Aspen, Phantom of the Opera is pretty fucking good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, as that is, spoilers, that is my favourite musical of all time ever. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's a bit good. So if I suddenly start like smashing out Angel of Music or something badly, I can't sing, but if I ever start smashing out Angel of Music or um, any of those, then yeah, I apologise. Do I apologise? I don't know whether I do apologise actually. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind. Anyway, why, purples? Are you being repressed? Why are you being? It's not. It is. I am not complaining. It's so good. It's so good. If I could do, what army would the Phantom be part of? You'd have to do a Phantom for. Oh, I'd have to do a Phantom for my vampire counts for Old World, wouldn't I? I'd have to do a vampire for for vampire counts. Where is? Have I got that? Is that still in there? No, I've taken it out. I've taken it out. The Phantom. Oh, the Harlequins, the Solitaire. Do have a Harlequin army. I do have a Harlequin army. But I don't have the Solitaire. I never bought the Solitaire because I was like, I'll save the Solitaire because I have 2 Reapers. Oh, the Solitaire. Oh, that's such a nice cup of tea as well. Such a nice cup of tea. Anyway, so yes, we have. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. In night he sang to me, in dreams he came. The voice which talks to me. Oh my god. I've got that stuck in my head now. Night time sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and waits imagination. Yeah, anyway, yes, what was I saying? This, yes, I've got this a little bit more kind of done. So we need to do some battle damage for him now as well. We'll chip him away and do some battle damage. Purpley Spark, Purpley Purples, Purpley Purple Purples, could you possibly please do a shout out for the Aspen, please? Because if you are in Twitch chat and you are not following my friend Aspen, please do, because she's fucking awesome. And there's not many Twitch streamers which I shout out enthusiastically. Aspen is one of them. Aspen Vesper, as we like to call her. Aspen Vesper. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do the Vindicator now. I was trying to think of some models to do for the Raven Guard, and I have. I mean, this is the other option which I could do. I have. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? No. That one is that one. I have 10. I have 10 of these converted up, and I've got one cloak. Got one cloak sculpted for these. So this is the more death in. Let's get a little bit of tack. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. I'm sure Purples will give you a shout out very, very soon. Or to Tari. If Empress Tari turns up, then Empress Tari can also do a shout out. So yes, we have 10 of these to do. So I do have 10 capes to sculpt. I don't know whether to sculpt those. I mean, the heat is ridiculous anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I do. And if I sculpt, this is just going to go off quicker, isn't it? So it's probably not worth. Sculpting those anyway. So let's build this. So this is going to be for my Night Lords, not my Raven Guard. So Raven Guard, Night Lords. So it's not going to be. Oh, there's the Necromunda lady, who's epically awesome. Yeah, she's proper cool. She needs to go over there. So Night Lords, Raven Guard. Yeah, Night Lords. The Night Lords one looks really cool. This one needs some oil wash to kind of throw back the blue just a fraction. Yeah, we need to throw back the blue a little bit on that one. But yeah, so this tanky tonk, the tonk of the Phantom needs to be built today, and I need to sculpt his hair as well. I need to sculpt his hair, and I also need to do his whip. So that's one that will definitely be on Patreon, by the way. So when I do the whip, when I do the whip, that will be up on Patreon. That will be a Patreon video, conversion video. So for the elder emo, yeah, yes, Aspen, the elder emo, the Night Lords, the vampire. So I have vampires. I have Horus Heresy blood-sucking vampires and Horus Heresy emo assassins. So shoot me. It's taken me a long time. It's taken me a long time to get comfortable with Space Marines, because I've not really liked Space Marines. Like, why would you play a fantasy game if you're just going to play the humans or the superhumans? Like, that's one thing that it's always like, I'd rather play the Eldar. I'd rather play the Eldar or the Necrons or the Tomb Kings or like all that stuff. Like, I don't play Old World to play Empire. Don't want to play all the peasants. Bloody peasant! I don't want to play the peasants. I want to play the cool superhero alien elves and stuff. So yeah, anyway. Finally, I just kind of succumbed, and I was like, well, I'll do the assassins. I'll do the Space Marine assassins and the Space Marine vampires, because that's cool. So I now have Raven Guard and Night Lords, and I've completely just stumbled and fumbled and dived headfirst into the Raven Guard idea. Hence all the cool shit Raven Guard stuff. Primaris are cool. I like the fact that Primaris is larger, so you have a larger canvas to play on. I hate the fact that Primaris have all one unit for one thing. So, like, you have a Flamer unit, or you have a Melter Gun unit, or you have a boring bolter unit. Like, there's no flexibility in there. I liked the idea of having like an intercessor unit, and I hope they bring this back at some point. I like the idea, and I did a video for it. If anybody's on YouTube, if anybody's watching on YouTube, or exclamation mark YouTube in chat, I did a video about making like an intercessor tactical squad, which was an intercessor unit of 5 with a heavy weapon and a special weapon, just to be tactically flexible. Because then if you do run into a Tyrannid swarm, you've got the Flamer, but if you do run into a tank, you have a las cannon in the unit as well. So I like that kind of tactical flexibility. But that's just me and how my thinking thinks. What do you call a sleepwalking nun? A Roman Catholic. I tell you what, I really want to. Has anybody got any spare bits? Because I really want to. I really want to hear Olivia say that. That's really good. Spitfire, how are you doing? So yeah, I like Primaris in terms of their size and the larger canvas and everything, but I'm not a fan of them kind of squashing all the tactical nuances and everything. Right, so you have 1k bits. If you do a bit shout out and type that in, Olivia will read it out. That's Olivia. Olivia is the lovely Australian lady who does all my shout outs, and she's very funny. Right, so we have to build a rhino, and then we have to build a massive cannon. So in terms of terrifying things that a Night Lord can bring to the table, this I think is right up there. And I also have the Tank Hunter version as well, the massive Spartan version of this. So I can have Baby and Big Daddy one as well. I've already built the Tank Hunter one, the Spartan one. Right. So we have to snip out and build all of this stuff. How do I do that? You click the bit icon at the bottom. Click the bit icon at the bottom. How do you, I don't know. Purples, are you in chat? I don't know how you do the bits bit. I can't remember how you attach bits. Cheer? No, I can't cheer my own channel, so I can't do that. I can't remember, but it's something to do with if you type in, you need to put bits at the beginning of the message. Or bits in the message. I can't remember. Purples will tell you if she's around. Right. So we need this one out first. Oh, can I just skip? Can I skip all of this bit? I'm going to skip all of this, and I'm going to build. I want to build this. I want to build the gun pew pew bit first. I want to build the massive cannon first. So we're going to do that first. Fuck it. Let's do this. Let's break the internet and do this completely the wrong way around, because I like the big gun. Don't shout at me, otherwise I will sing. Okay. The Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. 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 Ba-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Bro, I've actually sent you a Discord message because the strangest things happen on Facebook. Oh! Shall I read the Discord message now? Oh, that's cool. Message request? Spam? No? Are you sure you sent me a Discord message? I haven't got a Discord message. You've sent it to... You've sent it to somebody. Oh, you have to send. Sorry, I thought you said... I thought that was you have sent. What was the strangest thing that happened on Facebook? Oh, I need to watch Phantom again now. I'm going to watch Phantom tonight. I'm going to watch Phantom. Do I watch Phantom or do I listen to Phantom? I could listen to Tara sing Phantom. That would... that's probably the way to go, right? In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, the voice that talks to me. It's me they name. And though I dream again, oh, now I find the Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Tara and Marco. I met them. I met them both in Derby. So I live in Derby, and Nightwish. We found Nightwish on a music sharing server thing from years and years ago, which is how you used to find music. You used to find music on music sharing sites. And then if you like the music, you'd like grab a couple of songs, and the first one I got was She Is My Sin, and I played She Is My Sin, and I was like, oh my word, and played it to my mate, and we both got hooked. So we went and bought all the albums, listened to all the albums, and I got this. They did a full album book, so it was like a hardback cover book, hardcover book that you opened up, and it had the 4 albums in there. Wishmaster and She Is My Sin and Oceanborn. Anyway, the first 4 albums. They had those first 4 albums in a hardback cover, and we were. It was back in the day when there were. Hold on, let me make sure I'm clicking out the right things. Back in the day when we were on web forums and things rather than Facebook and stuff. So we went on the Nightwish forum and we were like, you should come to England. Yay, you're amazing. We love you. You're fantastic. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, they did come to they did come to England. They did come to England. And the first, so this is completely true, the first UK gig Nightwish ever did was in Derby. which is bonkers. They played Bloodstock in 2002. About 2002, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But yeah, the first gig Nightwish ever played was in Derby at the Assembly Rooms at Bloodstock, and they were incredible. And they did a signing session before it as well. So I met the whole band, and I've got that little book all signed by Tara and Marco and Tumas, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. That was really, really frigging cool. Really cool. It was really good. V16. So this one here, and then they are the band. I've seen lots of bands, lots of times. Like I've seen Iron Maiden like 8-9 times. I've seen Sheryl Crow a million times because Sheryl Crow's phenomenal, and I've seen Nightwish easily 20 times. Most seen band. And that was all before they went and got Annette and Tara left. Seen them in Stockholm in Sweden, which was phenomenal. Saw them on one of the islands in Stockholm. They played one of the islands in Stockholm, and one of the islands has like a zoo on it, like an open air zoo. And you can go onto the island and you obviously walk around the zoo. So we went, the idea was that we were going to go there during the day, walked around the zoo during the day, had a meal, and then they had the concert there on this island in Stockholm where the zoo was. That was really, really cool. And then the next weekend we saw Money Brother there as well, which is another Swedish, kind of like a Swedish pop band. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling and waffling and waffling and rambling. I promise I'm not as creepy as it sounds. Yeah, Tara and Marco, Phantom duet is pretty damn good. Aspen has done the Phantom of the Opera duet as well. She did it with, it was a bit creepy. She did it with this old opera singing guy. Was it in, it was either, I think it was a Dutch orchestra. And she sang it with, I can't remember the guy's name. He's probably really famous over in Holland. But yeah, anyway, he sang with her, and that was really good. But her version, Floor's version of Ghost Love Score. Ghost Love Score was my favourite song ever when Tara sang it. All those years ago when it first came out, and then Floor sang it, and it's now become like a bit of a meme that everybody's like, oh my god, it's so good, but it is really good. Like Floor's version of Ghost Love Score is pretty goosebump enticingly good. Oh,
The Dutch. I trained with the regiment Stutroop in Prins Bernhard.
No way, did you? Floor has a very good voice. I'm just not buying her time in Nightwish. Her first album that they did was okay. The last album they did, I think Thomas kind of got her a little bit more, so that one works quite well. Annette was not good. Tara was obviously the best. Tara Turunen is like up here phenomenal. But yeah, Floor's won my heart a little bit. She's pretty good. Thank you for the resub. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Spitfire. That's very, very cool. That's very, very cool. God, it's so warm. It's so warm. Have you built your Space Marine? Yeah, I'm jealous you've got the box. I would love to add that box, the Armageddon box, to my Raven Guard. That would be really cool. It doesn't work for me, with all the respect for Floor. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Things like She Is My Sin and Oceanborn, they got a bit of a sound to them, haven't they? She's very, very good. Yay, Spiky! Spiky, welcome back. How are you doing? How's Pepper? How's Pepper, Spiky Spikes? Off now to your stream. No worries. See you later. See you later. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a shout out, Aspen. 1 sec. I'm gonna give you a. Hang on. Shout out. Let's do that one, Aspen, like that. Everybody go follow Aspen. There's the link key if you are not already. Obviously stay here, but you can go and lurk in her stream so that she gets the viewing figures up. That would be awesome. Good old Aspen Vesper doing her stream amazingness. See you later. Spiky, how are you? Spiky. You're 5'6". You know how hard it is to outpace a 6 foot tall Dutch guy while marching or running. Impossible. Yeah, that's they beat us with most of the competitions because they're all built like absolute units. I think every one of them was over 6 foot tall. So you're saying that I should be in the Dutch army, seeing as I'm 6'5". Right, so snipping all this off. Discord message. I haven't seen it yet. No, I've not opened up Discord yet. I have not opened up Discord. I have been building this. I will look at it in a second. Very strange social media algorithm. Right, is that everything? Oh no, still got more bits here. So this is. God, it's warm. So warm. Can you hear the fan, by the way? Can you hear fan? My #1 fan. About to start building the Angels of Death kill team. What's the Angels of Death kill team? The Blood Angels. Is there a Blood Angel specific kill team? Just a Space Marine starter set kill team. Oh, you built it for the death card. Oh, death card, death card. What's that bit? Oh, that's for the pew pew bit. Yeah, we don't need that bit. We do not need that bit. Bought it for the death guard. Death card kill team is cool. Does look good. Every time I've got the fan on and oscillating, so every time it comes around, it's really nice. But you can't have it on you all the time. Have it on you all the time, it drives you mad. Drives you mad. Okay, so that goes there like that. That goes. Has it got a barrel? Yeah, it has got a barrel. There's the barrel. There's the barrel. The units are actually expensive on eBay. You're better off shelling out 100 for both teams and then paying 80 for the death card. Oh my word. Oh my word. There we go. So that goes together like that. And then that goes there. Boom. Boom. Fantastic. And that goes. Yeah, this is going to be awesome, isn't it? This is going to be awesome. Right, okay, so we can get rid of that for a little while. That can go down there. We'll build this bit up. Build this bit up. And bum, ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, 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 bum. Sleepy sound to me. In dreams he came, a voice that calls to me and speaks my name. There we go. That we don't need to. And then anything in there that isn't the join, that one is going to get covered up, so we can sand that one a little bit. That is ready to go together, so we can put that together. Make sure this lines up. Make sure the barrel lines up. There we go. Because you've got a little bit of kind of movement between them. Make sure that barrel lines up, and then once that's dry, we can sand that down, and then that goes on there like that, so we can clean up all of these parts. So this is for my Night Lords. So my Night Lords are going to be very kind of a little bit of the opposite of my Raven Guard. So my Raven Guard are quite heavy infantry, like lots and lots of Space Marines and stuff. Whereas the Night Lords are going to be Terminators, Spartans, tanks, Dreadnoughts, Leviathans, and everything like that. I've got one unit of Inducti, which do look pretty cool. But yeah, one unit of Inducti. And then I'll probably do like a unit of destroyers or something. We need to get all the tanks done and primed and painted and everything. Do you play or mostly paint? I play as well. I haven't played for a while, but that's mainly due to like some of my hobby friends like not playing. We've got Stu, so One Stop Wargaming in here. Stu has just picked up a Horus Heresy army, so we are going to practice and learn how to play Horus Heresy a little bit. But yeah, I play. I've got trophies behind me from tournaments and things. Would you be annoyed? No, I don't get annoyed by people doing stuff like that. That's a community meme for attention. Oh no, somebody's annoyed. Well, don't play them then, because they're idiots. Yeah, I would do that. Like, I can't be annoyed because I would do that. Like, I think it would be really cool to have a Night Lord's army, and a Black Legion army kind of allying together and playing, or maybe not Night Lords and Black Legion, but like Black Legion and like use the Alpha Legion for all the forward Vanguard units. Like, I'm doing that with my Raven Guard, because my Raven Guard, all the heavy support units in my Raven Guard are Death Spectres. So anything with heavy armor and tanks and everything is Death Spectres. So I've got Raven Guard and Death Spectres. So yeah, I can't. I would definitely not be annoyed at that, because that's cool as shit. Some units just look like Iron Warriors. Some units are more thematically gelled than others. That's cool though. Yep, sounds awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, my friend's got an Iron Warriors army now that he's just picked up. He's going to do World Eaters. So, but he's just picked up and borrowed an Iron Warriors army so that he can learn Horus Heresy. So at some point we're going to be playing Horus Heresy with Iron Warriors and World Eaters. Right, I'm pretty sure he's going to end up with a bit of a joint army as he builds his World Eaters up and out. Is that you with the Chaos Space Marine Spitfire? Have you got Chaos Space Marines and you've run into somebody who's like, oh, that looks rubbish, I don't like it, I don't want to play you because I'm a big wuss. I'm a big fat idiot. Like, I mean, this is the important thing, right? Like, if somebody's got a problem, if somebody says, I don't like your army, is that your problem or is that their problem? Like, if somebody comes out and says, I don't like how you've painted your Black Legion, is that your problem or is that their problem? Like, the amount of times that you will run into people, and they'll just be negative for no reason, that's their problem. That's nothing to do with you. You haven't done anything wrong. So you do you, and then if you find yourself being unnecessarily negative to somebody, just ask yourself, am I in a bad mood today? Like, is that like, look into yourself a little bit. Say, am I in a bad mood today? I didn't need to do that. So yeah, that's their problem. That's their problem. It's not your problem. I don't like how you've painted that. Yo, Sinister, how are you doing? Do I need the stickers? I'm not negative. I know you're not negative, Spiky. You've got Night Lords and Iron Warriors and some Black Legion schemes. Fantastic, Spitfire. Fantastic. Yeah, don't let people being negative and being things like that affect how you're doing stuff. Like, you learn that when you're a kid. If they do Space Gaven, I'll lose my mind and my bank account. Yeah, if they ever do Space Gaven, you are going to be very, very poor, Spiky. I mean, I'm sure it's coming. I reckon it's coming at some point, right? The Harud. The Harud are the rat men, right? The rat men of 40k. The rat men of 40k. How are you doing, Spiky? Thank you for watching the stream back, by the way. Clan Eshin means Adeptus Mechanicus, total insanity. I mean, to be honest, dude, that would be one of the cool conversions that I would 100% do. I would do like a Clan Eshin admech. Like, I wonder whether I've got any admech. I must have some admech somewhere. And just do like a rat admech conversion and see what it looks like. I'd probably break the internet with that, wouldn't I? That would be cool. I should do that. I should do that, and I will do that. I'm trying to think what admech I've got. I mean, I've got the what's the leader called? Not the big leader, although I've got the big leader as well. Just like the little dudes. I've got 2 of those sprues. I've got some admech from Horus Heresy. I've got the Horus Heresy Mechanicus. I don't know whether I have any. I don't know. I don't think Games Workshop have ever sent me any of the admech stuff. And I've never bought any. I don't know whether I've got any. Because I've got the Skaven. Ratcog 4 will be epic once I get started on it. Yes, I'm good, but need to go to another physio. No worries, dude. Ratmech would be Ratmech. I like that. That's what I'm gonna steal that, Sinister. I'm gonna steal. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it somewhere as well. But yeah, Ratmech. I'm going to do a Ratmech for Instagram and a YouTube video and a Patreon video. Yeah, Ratmech. What I'm trying to think what admech I've got. Yeah, I've definitely got the leader dude. Definitely got the leader dude. Did you see the new Dark Tide Skitarii? I didn't know. Skaven Titan. You want me to do a Skaven Titan? Don't know whether I could do a Skaven Titan. I'm not sure I could do a Skaven Titan. Probably heard it somewhere. Yeah, it came to mind a little too quickly to be my own idea. Ratmech. Yeah, Ratmech sounds really cool. Oh, fuck's sake! That's got to go. That's got to go through that. It's got to go through that like that. There we go.
I fart in your general direction.
It's a Manaringo. It's a Manaringo. How are you doing, Manaringo? Guard tickler tank. Yes. Yes, this is going to tickle some guards. It's going to tickle some guards with a massive canonin. A massive canonin. Proper cool. I think we should probably just zoom in a fraction, actually. There we go. But yeah, this is a Vindicator, which I have been meaning to build for a while now. And I thought it would be about the right time because I can't paint today. I've been trying to paint today, and I even did some Yoo-hoo. I did some Yoo-hoo goo, like slime stuff. And the Yoo-hoo was literally drying in 2 seconds. Like I'd put it out and it would be drying straight away. It was so hot. You got awarded officially. Congrats. 24. It's 36 here. Melting. Congratulations on your awards. Congratulations on your awards. Awarded officially. Right, so that goes on that one. Now, are there any? There aren't any drawings on that, so I can glue that and then I can sand the whole thing together, which is good. And the same on this one here. There we go. The aircon is struggling to keep this room at 23. Outside it's 32. One of the wider team has been gloating about being in Scotland, where it's like that at the moment. It's a balmy 22. Live in the north of the world. You do live in the north of the world. Fantastic though. Check Stream Gallery. I'm pretty happy with my bust. I've seen it. Yeah, it looks fantastic. We'll show it off in a second. It looks really good, dude. Looks really good. Yeah, we'll get to the Stream Gallery soon. If anybody's got any Stream Gallery stuff to show off, throw it up in Stream Gallery, and we will do a. We'll definitely do a Stream Gallery segment later on, as I continue building this. Because there's no way I can paint today. Yeah, that bust looks really good, dude. I really like it. Really like it. So that attaches to that there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Right, so let's do the actual tonk bit. Let's do the actual tonk bit, shall we? It's coming along well, better than I thought I could do. It's a great feeling. Yeah, busts are really nice to paint because they're quite simple once you kind of put the effort in. But it's putting the effort in, and then once you start putting the effort in, you start seeing rewards really quick. It's really satisfying, and then you just kind of want to paint more and more and more. But yeah, busts are awesome. Congratulations, dude. Yeah, it looks great. I like it. And you get more space to play with, yeah. So brush strokes are easier, and yeah, it's nice. All right, let's go wide again. Because we need to build this little bit. Need to build this little bad boy. So it's the two sides. Oh yeah, we need the door, don't we? So we need to do two sides. Get the two sides done. And we need the door. Where's the door? I'm guessing the door is on the other sprue. I'm guessing. Because this is just the rhino sprue. This is the rhino sprue. So they're not going to put the door on this sprue. Because the door is Vindicator specific. Vindicator specific. Now we can go really up close on these ones because these are all covered up. So we don't have to worry about those. That one will cut away, that one will cut away, that one will cut away. Although these don't, the wheels don't really matter either because we can just sand those. And then that should come out. There we go. And the other one over here. What's everybody doing today? How's everybody's day going? I've got so the color scale. I don't know whether if anybody watched my Patreon video on the Night Lords, I've used the color scheme that I used for my Imperial Guard, actually. So my City Fight Imperial Guard. I've done one City Fight Imperial Guard tank, and I used a desaturated Night Lords blue, which was quite cool. So I've sort of used that color scheme or that color recipe for my Night Lords Inducti, and they've kind of come out okay. They kind of look all right. So I'm going to do that on a tank to see how that works out on a tank. It should be okay. I've got to be a little bit more, not like brave, but I've got to be a bit more stark with the lightning. I tried to do the lightning really subtle and it's not really worked. So I need to be a bit more contrasty with the lightning, which is fine. And get that done. Right, so that's those there. We also need the center bit. So yeah, the Night Lords are going to be like a desaturated blue. It looks good. It does look good.
Yeah, but we can always build more.
Yay! Target, how are you doing? Tis big gun. Tis big gun, dude. It's big gun. Big tonk gun. Tonky gun, but big. Biggie tonk. Tonky bigness. Tonkybigness.com. How are you, Target? Tonkybigness.com. Woo! How's Target doing today? Happy Wednesday, fella. Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, fella. I was going to paint. I know I said I was going to paint, but I painted some this morning and it was such a fight. It was such a fight to get. Definitely going to need a little. Definitely going to need that. It's such a fight to get paint to model. I had to stop, and it's got hotter. It's only got hotter as we've gone through the day. Is working at moment in it. We are discussing what to do with some shenanigans. Ooh, had a great weekend. Nice. It's a good thing Perps isn't here. The lack of music would certainly get her. Oh yes, no music. Thank you very much. I've been talking a lot. I have been singing. Singing counts as music. Singing counts as music. There you go. Yeah, I think Perps is in meeting. Wonder if I need a Vindicator for my size of the Emperor. For 40k, sadly, probably not. I would not waste money getting a Vindicator for 40k because there is a high chance that all the Vindicators and Predators and stuff are going into Legends. So that would just be, sadly, a waste of money. And as much as I would love you to have a Vindicator in your size of the Emperor, I also don't really condone wasting money. So, yes, it would be amazing. And if you just want to do it for looks, by all means, but do it quickly because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be around for much longer. Although maybe it'll still be around for the Chaos, because the Chaos Vindicator is still a thing, isn't it? So maybe it's not... Maybe it won't go away? Maybe you can still get the kit because of Chaos? Like, if it's going to be legended from the Space Marine side, it's going to be legended from the Chaos side as well, right? I would have thought. Because the whole point of legending it is so they don't have to build it anymore and make it. And if they still have to make it for the Chaos side, then that's done. So I'm guessing if it gets legended by the Space Marine side, it's going to get legended by the on the Chaos Space Marine side as well, sadly. Market day in town today, so I stopped to get some fresh biscuits and tarts. What tarts did you get? What type of tart have you got, Spiky Boy? My Vindicator is so old, it's pewter. Have you got a metal... Oh, you got a metal Vindicator. That's badass, dude. That's so cool. That is so cool. Right, so like I said a couple of days ago in the last stream, I am trying my best to see if I can get one new Patreon subscriber every week. So we're going to do a quick shout out for my Patreon. So ! Patreon in chat. Sign up on patreon.com/Chris Frossin, and there will be a rat mech conversion video on there very, very soon, because that's a cool idea, so definitely going to do that. So that'll be a good one. Don't take it down as it is considered. It is definitely considered an offensive weapon. It is along the lines of a 7-inch knife. Do not carry a 7-inch knife on city streets. In the same way, do not carry a old metal / pewter Vindicator on said streets either. Snippety, 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 snip. There we go. Okay. Well, that doesn't line up. Yep, it's better. Click.
Hazardous anomaly.
It's a one-stop. One-stop. Guess what I'm building? Guess what I'm building, one-stop? Guess what I'm building, Mr. One-Stop? I'm gonna have to smash your Terminators with something. Only time I've been armed in public, I was walking around with an 18-inch knife in my belt. Oh my word! Though, to be fair, I suspect people cared more about the 5 on 30. Boom. Yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan, One Stop. I have a plan. Because, unbeknownst to you, probably not, I'm probably fibbing here, but I have 2 Horus Heresy armies. So I have a very, very infantry heavy Raven Guard army, and then I have a very, very, very heavy 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 armor based Night Lords army. So I could just finish all my Night Lords and just pound you into the dust with Night Lords. Yeah, should it have the laser? Should I do it? No, I don't want to do the laser destroyer. Do it. I will. The I've got all the sounds like cheating. I've got all the tanks. I've got all the tanks for the Night Lords. So I have Vindicator. I've got the massive Spartan Vindicator. I don't know what that one's called. Massive Spartan Vindicator. I've got the Sakaran Tank Hunter. I've got a Spartan. I have a Kratos. I have what else have I got? I've got a Leviathan. I've got a Contemptor. I've got 2 Predators. 2 Predators, a Rhino. So yeah, I just have to kind of vaguely throw some blue paint at them. Typhon Heavy Siege Tank, that's the one. That's the one. The Typhon Heavy Siege Tank. So if I just kind of vaguely throw some blue paint at them, they'll be fine. Can the Vindicator tanks for Horus Heresy be used in 40k? Yes, they can, Piotr. Yes, they can. However, I say they can. If you go to some really like picky tournaments, you will not be able to use them at certain very picky tournaments because they are slightly smaller than the 40k Vindicator. Also, however, I think that the 40k Vindicator is going to get legended soon, which means that it won't matter about the certain tournaments that don't allow you to use the Horus Heresy Vindicator in 40k, because it will be legended, and the only time you play with legended units in 40k is when you play your mates, and playing your mates, they don't care whether you're using a Horus Heresy Vindicator or a 40k Vindicator. So yes, there you go. There's a very, very long question to answer, a very, very long answer to the question of, can the Vindicator tanks from Horus Heresy also be used in 40k? Not the laser. Yeah, you got. Yeah, there's no rule set for the laser one. The Apocalypse 3,000 point game I played last Friday. Legends were welcome. Amazing target. Amazing. That's what we like to hear. That is what we like to hear. How was it? The photos look fantastic, dude. And I'm only building this. One stop because I can't paint anything because it's ridiculously hot. So hot. And I have already built 10 out of my 12 Dark Furies. Dark Fury's gonna get ya. 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 Dark Furies, dude, are gonna come and get ya. It's official. It's official. And this guy, Stu, that guy is gonna snipe your leader in the face. in the face. He's going to snipe your leader in the face because he is a sniper assassin. He's a sniper assassin. He is a sniper assassin, Stuart. He is a sniper assassin. The jump packs look very nice. The jump packs are awesome. Yeah, I've got 12. I've got 12 of the Dark Furies. I want another unit of 6. I want another unit of 6. So I will probably get another unit. I will probably get another unit at some point because I want another unit of 6 because they're awesome. Okay, right. Let's get this sanded down. And no, I haven't got the whole army out yet. I will do. I promise I will do an army shot very, 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 very soon. Once I've got the other 6 Dark Furies built, I will do a army shot. I need to do the talons, the lightning claws. The lightning claws are a nightmare to clean up because obviously they've all got fingers and all the fingers are resin, so you need to clean down each side of every single finger and it takes forever. So yeah, I will. As soon as I get that done, I will take an army shot, and you can bet your bottom dollar Stu will get that army shot first. Mr. One Stop Wargaming will get that army shot first. I'll be like, Stu, look, Stu, look. And he'll be like, yes, Chris, yes, it's Raven Guard, yes, well done, congratulations, Chris. And I'll be like, yeah, but look. And he'll be like, yes, Chris. Yes, Chris, I know, Chris. I'll be like, yeah, but Stu, look, Stu, look how cool they look. They look awesome. And he'll be like, fuck's sake, yes, Chris, I know. And I'll give you, I'll give you nightmares with your army shot. I'm going to have to ally in all my Night Lords with my Raven Guard are going to have to ally with my Night Lords to even remotely come close to winning a game against Stu's Iron Warriors. However, dude, Night Lords versus World Eaters and or Raven Guard versus World Eaters is going to be a hell of a cool game. I mean, to be fair, I think it'll be a really cool game against the Iron Warriors as well. But I can just see Raven Guard versus World Eaters and Night Lords being against World Eaters being really, really, really good fun. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait to learn and practice and practice and learn. Won my 2 games on Saturday, Tyranids and Imperial Fist, Monsters versus Monsters, then Yellow versus Yellow. No way! You're playing Yellow Necrons versus Yellow Tyranids. That's awesome. Combat Go Chop Chop. Yes. Combat Go Chop Chop and Slice Slice. It's Chop Chop blood everywhere versus Slice Slice crows everywhere? I don't know. Yeah, I've been flicking through the rulebook PDF as well. It's been good. Sunday I lost my games. Mission deployment was against me on the first one. Trying to hold the middle of the table against a despoiler with inconvenient terrain. The despoiler was an absolute travesty to 40k. The end of 10th was ruined by the despoiler. And I don't care what Stuart says, because Stu is going to say, no it wasn't, because I had 3 of them and it was great fun. Sounds like my misfire and scatter rolls. I miss scatter dice. Thankfully, Horus Heresy has scatter dice. Sadly, none of my Raven Guard have any weapons that use scatter dice. on the plus side, my Night Lords do. Yeah, I'm gonna yeah, oh my word. Stu, my Night Lords are gonna be nuts, dude. It's just gonna be all tanks. It's just gonna be all tanks. It's gonna be tanks and Terminators. Tanks, Terminators, Dreadnoughts, and 1 unit of Inducti. And then my Dark Angels, the Dark Angels are all like elite shield wielding monsters with a couple of tanks here and there. The last game, a massive zone in the middle was experiencing changing rules, including gain lethal and hazardous. I will bring tanks, Terminators, and Dreads. Yeah, Night Lords versus Iron Warriors is going to be hilarious. It's going to be tanks, Terminators, and Dreads versus tanks, Terminators, and Dreads with different Legion rules. Didn't you say yours are immune to cool tests and stuff? Because isn't that what Night Lords do? Night Lords like ruin your cool tests. I'm pretty sure that's the Night Lord's jam. Which, as usual, I'm playing Stu, who completely negates all my special army rules. It's the way it works. Narrative play, baby! Narrative play is awesome. I wish it wasn't separated. I wish it wasn't like, oh, let's play narratively. Can't we just play 40k like we used to play 40k? Stu is the anti-you. You haven't seen Stu's list. You do not know how accurate that is. I went to the London Grand Tournament with 70 Necron Immortals. 70 Necron Immortals. Shit, what was in that army? It was 70 Necron Immortals. A Spider, the Canoptech Stalker. Fuck, what was... Oh, the Nightbringer. The Nightbringer was in there. 70 Necron Immortals, the Nightbringer, the Stalker, Canoptech Stalker. A couple of heroes here and there. A Doom Scythe. I can't remember what was in the rest of the army. Yeah, so anyway, I had like 70 Necron Immortals. Stu is like, yeah, here's my 3 knights, or here's my massive Spartan with 3 mutilator beasts and Bellicor. Like Stu is more anti-me than you know, Mr. Sinister. It's very, very funny. Like I took, we played a game of 9th. I think it was 9th, and it was my Drakari, and he took knight. So he had about 8 knights, maybe 7 knights, and I just had I had every Drakari model I had, because I think I just had just over 2,000 points. So I kind of brought everything that I had. So I had loads of Scourge, loads of Hellions, loads of Reaver jet bikes, loads of Cabalites, a couple of Reapers, what's the big Tantalus? I had a Tantalus and some Mandrakes and stuff. And Stu just had like 8 knights. It was funny. Need more Scourge. I only have 30. You definitely need more Scourge. I've only got 20. I like big models. Yeah, Stu likes big models and he cannot lie. Stu does indeed like big models. His famous list, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Stu, I believe you were able to play it for 1 weekend before they nerfed it, removed all the models, legended everything. But his famous list was a Keeper of Secrets, another Keeper of Secrets, another Keeper of Secrets, Shalaxi, the Keeper of Secrets, and then the Forge World Keeper of Secrets, and then some Slaneshi demons, and maybe a mirror. It's very, very funny. It's very funny. It's very funny. And then Games Workshop said no. Like the next week, the week after, whenever I can't remember whether he played it in a tournament or not, or whether he was just playing it as in a. I can't remember the situation. But like the next week.
Interesting girl in the world.
Oh, it's a Tari. How are you doing, Tari? Tari Tutu. Like the next week, Games Workshop were like, "Yeah, this has been legend, and you can't do that anymore." 5 keepers, Sleske, and a mirror. COVID stopped it. I was playing Dark Eldar full of splinter weapons. I felt bad, honestly. How many secrets did he have that he needed to keep so badly? How many? He had so many secrets. He had so many secrets. He was the keeper of Slaneshi secrets. So was that the one that you never actually played with? Did COVID kill that so you never actually got to play with it? Have you picked up your cultist, dude? Psychic Awakening. That was COVID was the year that I made it to the finals, the Games Workshop finals, because I finished 3rd with my Necrons, and then COVID killed the finals tournament. So I never got to go to the finals. I think that was right. Or did we do the finals? Did we do the finals? Maybe we did the finals, and then the next tournament... It was the next tournament, wasn't it? Because the next tournament was 9th, and then COVID killed that. Yeah, used them last night. 6th edition poison weapons versus a relatively small amount of high toughness high wound models. 2020 was the first year of lockdown. Yeah, I can't remember when... Because I got to... I think I did the finals that year. I think I made... Oh, no, hang on. It was the year before. The year I got that 3rd place trophy there. That was the year of COVID, and that was the year the finals got killed because of COVID. And that was the last tournament in 8th before 9th came out, and 9th came out during COVID. Because I said 9th was the best edition of 40k that nobody played, because it came out during COVID, so nobody played it. But then the year before, I went to the finals because I finished a top 20. And then the next year, they changed it to top 5s only. And I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get a top 5 playing Necrons. And then I got 3rd, and I was really happy. I was really pleased with myself. And then that year's finals was cancelled because of COVID. That was how it was. So I played a finals the year before because I made a top 20 cut. And the year before, it was everybody in the top 20. And then the year after, they made it a smaller finals. That's how it went. Was that the how many kills could the centipede get? Yeah. So that was because I qualified. I qualified really early for that one because I qualified. I think did I? I qualified. So the how many kills was the centipede get was the year before because I qualified really early. I think I qualified in the first tournament, and then the next year I was trying all season to get in the top 5, and then I made it on the last tournament, because that was just as the Grey Knights got their revamp. It was just before the end of the edition when Grey Knights got the revamp and the Space Marine Iron Hand ridiculousness was rocking around. That was when, Siegler won Vegas with Iron Hands, and then that Iron Hands list was everywhere, and I beat that Iron Hands list to get my 3rd place. That was one of the things that I was really proud of. And then COVID happened, and then 9th edition happened. So the Centipede list was the year before, because I qualified really early, and then I took, not meme list, but I took like one of my favourite models lists to all the following tournaments. So I had the how many kills could the Centipede get, and how many kills could the flayed ones get, because I did my converted unit of flayed ones. I miss those tournaments. I should definitely get my Drakari together to do that. Or I could do my Raven Guard. My Raven Guard would be quite funny, but I think I should do my Drakari. Take my Drakari to one. I did 2. I believe I did 2. How many kills could the Centipede get tournaments? Because the first one he didn't do very well, and then the second one he went absolutely nuts in one game and like killed half the guy's army. It was hilarious. Because I wrote a list purely to make the Centipede good. So the Centipede was 200 points. So I think it was something like 1,000 points in my army just to make the Centipede good, which was very, very funny. So I had a Lord that gave him re-rolls. I had a Cryptek that gave him like more attacks or something, and I had to get them all in position. I took something else that gave him like a feel no pain save and stuff, and I had to get them all in the right place. And then the Centipede would come up, and if he didn't make the 9-inch charge with a re-roll, he was dead the next turn. And that tournament he made every single 9-inch charge with re-rolls and just ripped it up in combat every time he got in there as well. It was very, very, very funny. He killed a Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight in one round of combat. He just went snip dead. It was very funny. Yeah, I remember him taking down a Dread Knight. Yeah, he did max hits because there was an aura that I could put next to him that gave him like critical hits and critical wounds or something, like devastating wounds, whatever the 8th edition version of devastating wounds was. And it was very funny. He just rolled like 5 6s and a couple of 5s or something, and then the Nemesis Dread Knight failed like 4 of the saves, and he was just like snip dead. It was very funny. It was very funny. And then he killed a Hive Tyrant. Then he ran through half a Drakari army. What else did he kill? Did he kill a knight? I think he failed to kill a knight. And then the Scarab blew up to finish killing the knight, because he left the knight on like 2 wounds or something, and then I blew a Scarab base up to do 2 mortal wounds to the knight and kill the knight. But yeah, that tournament where the Centipede went mad was very, very funny. Very, very funny. I like that a lot. But that's what you remember, right? That's the stuff you remember. Like, I also remember, obviously I remember all the games from the tournament that I came 3rd in, undefeated. And I definitely remember the final game because it was against a really, really cheesy Grey Knight player. And I've been saying to Stu and Andy all tournament, like, I don't mind who I face, I just don't want to face Grey Knights, because I don't think I can get past all the mortal wounds that they can now do. Because it was a week after they had, it was either rules in White Dwarf or it was rules in like a Psychic Awakening that they got. And they were just throwing out mortal wounds. Anyway, I gamed the shit out of this guy. I played so well. The guy was really cheesy and was like bending rules left, right and centre. So it's not like I bent rules. I just played very, very cleverly in terms of like some of the combat rules and stuff. And I made sure Jamie, one of the judges, was standing next door, like right over the table when I would do things. Like, okay, can you just watch this? Because I'm going to pile in a very specific way, which means that you can only fight my lord, and my lord is just going to rinse you, and things like that. And he tried to hide a land raider. He tried to hide his land raider in a forest. But it couldn't fit in the forest, so he put it on the forest. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, the Land Raider can't go in the forest. And he was like, well, no, it's there. Look, it's there. Like, I can't put it in the forest, so I'll put it on top of the forest. And I just went, Judge, can you just, like, tell him that he can't do that? And he was like, you can't do that. It was that kind of game. It was that kind of game all the way through. Sis and Ix, how are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, it was very funny, and I won that game, and yeah, that was that. That was that. Da-da-da. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Step 2, vehicles driving through forests, remove them. It was so silly. It was so silly. Tut. So what I'm hearing is Chris loves a gotcha. No, there were no gotchas. There were no gotchas. There weren't any gotchas because I told him every time he did it, and he was trying to game the system because there was a strat. There were two strats he was trying to use. He was trying to use can drop this unit within 3 inches, but the unit cannot charge. And then he was also trying to combine that with this unit can charge, like when it comes out of deep strike or something. Like there was some ridiculous thing that he was trying to say. Oh yeah, well this one says it can't charge, but this stratum says that it can charge, therefore it can charge. So that was the one where I was like, okay, fine, you charge. I'm just going to pile in a particular way. So I piled in so that I tagged both sides of his unit, because I let him charge, and then I tagged both sides of his unit. Heroically intervened with my lord, tagged the lord in on that side of the unit, so then he couldn't pile in. So he had one tack against my immortals, which made the save, and he had one tack against my lord, which made the save, and then the immortals like killed one, and then the lord killed the other 4 because the lord was like a badass. So it was just very, very funny. He was that kind of player. I was like, yeah, you can do that. It's fine. I'm just going to pile in a very particular way. So yeah, it was very funny. It was very funny. Da-da-da-da. So yeah, anyway, I finished third. Undefeated. I beat Knights. I beat Andy, who was a very, very good Knight player. I then drew against Custodes. I then beat Iron Hands, which were horrible at the time. I then beat Imperial Fists, which were horrible at the time. And then I beat Grey Knights, which were also horrible at the time. So that was probably my best tournament performance. Well, it was clearly my best tournament performance. And then there was a couple of teams events that I did with Stu where I was fighting for every last tiny little point with my Necrons, which was also very, 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 very good fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know whether you can remember it, Stu, but the Necron versus Thousand Suns game where I just ground because he obliterated my monolith in the first turn. There was nothing I could do to hide the monolith from the stuff that he could do, because he could mortal wound. It was the Terminators and Magnus that could throw out psychic mortal wounds at a ridiculous rate. And they could like almost redeploy and do it as well. So there was nowhere I could hide my monolith. I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not going to be able to save the monolith. Like, he might survive. I think he might have survived on 2 wounds or something and then died in the next turn. But I put the monolith in one particular place because then I knew that the Magnus and the Terminators were then going to be out of my hair for a couple of turns because they then couldn't get round. So then I just played as many point scoring things as I could over the other side. That was when I had 2 centipedes on that one as well. So I was deep striking and then going back and redeploying them and like locking things in combat and getting. It was so cool. Super smites and then shooting. Yeah, it was ridiculous. That game was so much fun, and I think I dragged out something like a minor loss out of nowhere. Yeah, that was and then obliterated whoever the next guy was. I can't remember who the next guy was. I think you pair me up against Admech next, and I just blew him off the table. It might have been Admech next, and it was just like bye bye. And then there was was there a Chaos Knight player that I played as well? I can't remember. I've played a couple of teams events. But that one with you was hilariously fun, because that one was like, I've lost this game. I can't. There's no way I can win this matchup. I'm just gonna try and make it as close as I can. It was so fun. It was so fun, and I nearly killed Magnus as well. That was a lot of fun. And that was the one where he had the changeling, so he had a changeling as well. So I had to stay just out of range of the changeling, because if I was in range of the changeling and declared a charge into Magnus, then the changeling could either push me back or make me roll 3 dice and discard 1. Anyway, the changeling made it really, really horrible to charge. So I had to move so that I was out of range of the changeling and just in range to charge Magnus, to try and knock off his last few wounds with the Necron Lord. So anyway, that was one of the kind of the most worked out game of 40k. One of the most worked out games of 40k I've ever done. It was very fun, very fun. That's why I like team events, because like it doesn't matter what your score is, but you just have to limit whatever your score could have been for the benefit of the team. Yeah, I like team events. Best way to play 40k team events. Best way to play 40k. I'm not going to have enough reps in to play in a teams, I don't think, this edition. I concur. Yeah, teams is fab. Doubles is pretty cool as well. Like I like playing monolith, and what's the massive Tyrannid thing that Martin took? What's the winged flying Tyrannid Titan thing? Can't think. Anyway, we played monolith and that, me and Stu. That was very, very funny. Harridan. There we go. Monolith and a Harridan. It's you take 1,000 points each. 1,000 points each in doubles. So I took 400 points of monolith, and Martin took, like, I don't know, is it 600 points? 600 points of Harridan. So he took 600 points of Harridan and some heavy support stuff, so some heavy support guns, and I took 400 points of monolith and then lots of troops. That was very, very funny. So he flew forward and pinned the enemy back and died heroically with a massive Harridan, and I just kind of spread across the board and shot everybody to bits. I think we won 1 game, but it was very, very, very funny. It was very funny and very, very, very good fun. Yeah, I like doubles as well. Doubles is good fun. So for many reasons, I do need a 40k army. But then also, I'm really enjoying Horus Heresy. Who did you play that doubles with, Stu? Did you play that one with Marcus? Oh no, you were with Pinder, weren't you, on that one? Weren't you with Pinder on that one with his Custodes? You and Pinder, you won it. Nice. Yeah, there we go. So for anybody who's wondering, Stu's a really good 40k player. I have my highlights, but I've not had any longevity. Whereas Stu plays really well all the time. Crushing Stampede, he was... That was it. Yeah, that was it. There we go. Right, gotta go. See you later, Stu. Have a good one, dude. I will try and get a. I will try and get an overall pick of army stuff at some point, so that we can at least see what's happening.
Navy blue rhymes with poo. Scrape it off my butt and wipe it on you.
Hey, up to no good. How you doing, dude? Do you like the? Do you like the saliva sticky goo stuff things? I think it's come out pretty well, actually. I'm melting! I'm melting! Yeah. I have lots of reading to do before I can get good again. I need to read all the Horus Heresy stuff. I'm flicking through the Horus Heresy rulebook PDF. Yeah, need the levers, get all the rules learnt and stuff. And then try my best to smash Stu up. Or at least have a good laugh anyway. And yes, loving the Alien King. Fantastic, yeah. I'm gonna box it up. I'm gonna box it up later tonight once I've finished streaming, dude, and then I'll send it tomorrow, Friday or something. I'll let you know the postage cost, and you can PayPal. Do you want a PayPal, or do you want me to put it on my website? What's the easiest? Because if I put it on my website, I can do you can do bank transfer, or credit card or something. Or if you just do PayPal, that's fine. And yeah, I think he looks really cool. I think he looks really cool. Done like a dusty base for him. On the website, I'll stick it on the website, dude, and then you can credit card it. No problemo. Loving the Alien King. It's a nice model. Yeah, I do like all those models. I think they look great. So yeah, thanks very much for that. That's been a real cool one to paint. I hope the slime. I think it will. I think I can package it so that the slime doesn't get disturbed. Are you managing all right? Up to no good? Not melting too much. Bum. Having a beer and an ice cream. Oh. Yo! How are you doing? How are you doing, Christine? We are building a Vindicator for my Night Lords Horus Heresy army, because way too hot to actually paint something. Yes, it is very, very hot. You're not having a beer or an ice cream. Oh no, Tari. Can somebody please get Empress Tari a beer and an ice cream, please? I need a cider. I'm gonna have to grab a cider from somewhere for later. A nice cold, crisp cider. Cider. Vindication. It's gonna be Vindication when I beat Stu with it. I'll be like, ha ha ha! Massive Vindicator Demolisher Cannon, boom. Yes, cider. I would reward them with a castle. If anybody wants to get Tari 2 a beer and an ice cream, she is paying in castles. She is the Empress of everything everywhere all at once. And she is paying in castles. Please reply below. I joke with work if it would be against health and safety for me to work, sleep at work because of aircon. I really struggled to sleep last night.
demonstration of our power.
Butter, Aziz.
Moron.
I think I have one in the truck.
Battery! You had a total of 3 hours sleep. I don't know how much sleep I had. I don't think it was that bad. But I really struggled. I used to seeing me with anywhere between 1 and 10 hours, both times still exhausted. Oh no! The joys of chronic illness life. Are you feeling all right today, though? Are you? I mean, I'm guessing the heat is horrible. I mean, the heat is horrible for me. I'm guessing it's even worse for. Not hugely, my muscles and joints are fine, but I've had a headache that won't shift. I'll be okay. I've done a lot more with a lot less energy. I've not had a headache actually, which I'm quite surprised about because sometimes, or rather usually, the heat does get me a little bit. And I haven't even really been drinking a lot either, which I'm usually very good at drinking a lot. Have the fake Stanley Cups at home and work to ensure plenty of fluids. Nice. Good. Good. All right. I think I might need to have a quick break once this is kind of once we've kind of glued the majority of this together. Oh, I didn't glue that in first. Oh, bother. Because I'm not paying attention. Okay, so that needs to go in there, but in order to do that, we need to cut away these. I'm going to use the back of the knife to scrape that off, so I don't blunt it. There's always one side like that. It's not doing anything. That's the kind of the sharp side. So there's always one side of the back of a knife that is sharp enough to scrape stuff. So you'll occasionally see me scrape mold lines with the back of a knife. It saves the blade. Saves the blade from going blunt, because obviously when you're scraping, the blade is just a burr, if you like, and you're just kind of folding the burr over. Whereas you can quite easily just scrape with the back of a knife blade. Move as little as possible. Yeah, it's very hot. It is very hot. 30, 34, 35 is very hot. I'm struggling, and I'm quite regularly all right with things like this. Do-do-do. I don't know how these were expected to go together without removing this. Using the back of the knife again. There we go. Much better. Now that's what's in there perfectly. What it should do. Still not. I do that after I realise it's easier. Yeah, it's mental. I'm looking forward to getting the Mark IV box for the weekend. That'll be cool. There we go. Ugh, that one's still not going in. Ah! Oh my word, it's 5:30. That's one. That's two. Oh, no, it's not going in. That needs cleaning out. that's pushed in that side, then I'll glue this side in. Because that's... No, it's not in. So the only frustrating thing about Horus Heresy is the Rhino tank's floor. It's the only annoying thing. I'm trying to make it fit. And of course I haven't built one for a while, so I forgot about it, so I didn't clean these slots out before I assembled it. I might just clip these off. This one is not playing ball. This one is not playing ball. Oh my god! This is what happens when the mould gets older and you have a little bit of wear, and therefore the parts get slightly larger and they don't fit in. Like this one, like if I push it in here it comes out there, and if I push it in there it comes out here. It's just doing that all the time now. There we go. Yes! That's what it was. It was that bit there. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Yeah, still using the back of the knife, look. Just making a mess everywhere. Ouch. Boom. And is that both together? Oh, is this one still not in? Oh, that one's still not in there. Right, okay. Right, that one's now non-existent. There's not even a tab anymore, look. Just remove that completely. There we go. Yeah, it's the width of it's the thickness of the floor. It's not letting it settle. If you don't get this in, then nothing lines up. Particularly, as you will find out in a second, the back door, because the back door has to go in here like this. Again, this one needs that mould line removing there, and then the mould line removing on the bottom side like that. Mold line removing there. And then that. There you go for it, how you doing? And then that goes. Oh, it does go in there. This is the this has been the trickiest Horus Heresy tank build ever. I've got any tea left. I don't think I've got any tea left either. So the question is, do I hang some flayed skin off this tank as well, like I've done on my Whirlwind, because I hung some flayed skin off the Whirlwind turret for the Night Lords. So do I do the same with this one? Do I hang some flayed skin off the side of this tank and off the turret and stuff? Because I could put some over the doors, like over this bit here. I could like have some flayed skin hanging off here. That'd be quite cool. It's what a Night Lord would do. I concur, to be honest, Tari Tutu. I concur. There we go. So that goes in there like that. So that fits in there. And then that fits in there. And then once once those two have fitted in, what other things should I put on a Night Lord's tank, Tari Tutu? What am I missing? What ideas have I missed on putting on a Night Lord's tank? Chains and skulls, flayed skin. I find the best approach to Night Lords is keep asking myself, can I make this more metal? Skulls, chains, skin, right? There we go. There we go. Right, so that's that. Okay. Think I need a new emery board. Yeah, this one's quite a good one actually, because it's really coarse, but because I've used it for so long, it's now really not. So I can get away with using it to polish things. That's a really nice emery board as well, that one. Name the tank and then freehand that name onto one of those unreadable metal band fonts. Unreadable metal band fonts. Oh, yes, yes. Freehand it in one of those unreadable fonts. Now I have got in my Horus Heresy box, I have got some of the hanging skulls and like flaming skulls and things from the old Black Knight kit, because the Black Knight used to also build like the Hex Wraiths, the mounted Hex Wraiths, so they have some like hanging skull chain thingy diggy bobs, bobsy doodahs. Right, is that going to go in this time? There we go. Definitely name it and paint that on. Make the most metal name you can think of. What would be a really good tank name for a Vindicator? Like Thunder something, right? Thunderstruck. It's probably not going to be Thunderstruck because spoilers, I'm not a big fan of AC/DC. Thunder Hate! Failing that, name it after a Metallica song. Yeah. Sandman. Nothing else matters. Thunder Hate. Saint Anger. Why won't I get Saint Anger? You're right, I don't get Saint Anger. What am I missing on Saint Anger? Wall Flare. Wall Flare. Right, here we go. It's absolutely absurd. That is absurd how tight that is. There we go. It's the meme album because it's the worst album. Oh, it's a mediocre Metallica album from 2003. Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. I didn't get that. I didn't know that. Can I name it after an Iron Maiden song? Can I play with madness? Ba-ba-ba-boom. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Bum, 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 bum. Can I play with madness? Can I Play with Madness is surely very Night Lords. What other Maiden song? What other Maiden song fits? Bring your daughter to the slaughter. The puppet stared at his crystal ball. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Fucking hell, I love that song. Super Real. Seventh Son is more of a yeah. Seventh Son, yeah. Well, that's a good. That's shit. Now, no. Fear of the Dark. No, Fear of the Dark is Raven Guard. Oh no, yeah. Fear of the Dark. Don't. Oh my god. Don't tempt me with Thousand Suns being Seventh Son album. Because I don't want to have to do a Thousand Suns army just because of an Iron Maiden album. That would not be good. Why does it look so stable when you build it like and like rubber when I do mine? This is absolutely insane, Hendarian. It's not in again. It's not in again. It's gotta be this bit again. I'm sorry for the squeaking, the screeching that's probably coming through. 2 minutes to midnight. 2 minutes to midnight. Oh, dude, there's so many Maiden songs we could do. I'm doing Maiden songs. Sorry, Metallica. I've been sanding this and scraping this down, Hendarian, for about half an hour, trying to make it fit. It's absurd, dude. The evil that men do lives on and on. Number of the beast. For it is a human number. Its number is 666. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. What would 1,000 suns? There we go. There we go. You're going to need more tanks. Judgment Day. I am going to need more tanks, aren't I? Right, and then that goes on there. That goes on there like that. That goes on the front like that. And there we have the Vindicator Power Slave shit. That goes on there like that, and then we have an awesome looking Vindicator, which still doesn't fit, look, still jumps out. Urgh! Why does it not go together? This is the worst one I've had to build, ever. Like, all the other ones have gone together fine. By the way, I'm simply calling my Night Lord's Rhino Spite. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Have you got a Horus Heresy Land Raider? A Horus Heresy Rhino? Because I could 100% see it being Spite as well. Fucking things. Right, if that doesn't go together now, because there's barely any tab left on that now. Come on, just go in. I have glue. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be rock hard solid. Still. It's this side, isn't it? It's that side. It's because that side. Aces high. Where eagles dare. Tail gunner. Wrathchild. Wrathchild. So, who has Fear of the Dark? Which army has Fear of the Dark? Do we give Fear of the Dark to the Night Lords, or do we give Fear of the Dark to the Raven Guard? I mean, the other thing is that the Raven Guard don't really have any tanks, so it's probably all right to go to the Night Lords. But even so. Night Lords don't even put lights in their ships. Do they not? Is that a thing? Night Lords love the dark. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark is Night Lords then. I think Fear of the Dark being Night Lords is fine as well. Right, let's run some. Oh, forgotten though. Forgotten the back door. Never forget the back door, ladies and gentlemen. Never forget the back door. Oh my god, that went together 2 seconds ago. What is going on? What is going on? Maybe your model is not as stable as I first thought, seeing all your scratching and cutting. I'm trying. Trying to make it... Yeah, this has been the worst Rhino, chassis I have ever built, Endor, and I've built a lot of them. I've got like 6 of them, but I've never had it this bad. I'm just cutting this tab off. So this goes together fine. That goes together fine without the door in. Right, that is now in. So with the door, does that now push it? Does that now push it so that it doesn't go together? No, it's not that. This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. I'm not even using the back of the knife now. I'm scraping with the blade, try and take some of this material off. Nightlord's ships are pitch black inside. Ah. Right. Okay. Let's get this door on. Done it. Okay, we're together. We're in. We're in. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let's get this glued. Fear of the dark also kind of works because it fixes the enemies a reason to fear the dark. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. Doodle doo doo doodle doo doo doodle doo doo doodle doo doo. Maiden gigs were amazing. I've got to thank Andy for my Maiden gigs. Andy introduced me to Maiden at Games Workshop. Actually, we were listening to a. It was either a CD Walkman or a mini disc Walkman. I can't remember which one it was. I started my Chaplin. Do you see it? I did not. Have you started your Chaplin? On Blue Sky? Is it on Blue Sky? You retweeted one of my things earlier. Where are you? There you are, Tari. Ooh! Ooh! Check that out. Check that out, everybody! Also in stream chat. Stream Gallery. Why don't you come on over, Stream Gallery? It's Batman. I'm Batman. That's cool. And that's cool as well. I like the skin tones on that. Awesome. 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 Yeah, the bust is really cool, Sinister. That bust is cool. Right. That needs cleaning up and going there. That needs cleaning up and going there. But we can't do that yet because we've got to put the tracks on. We have to put the tracks on first, don't we? Do I glue? I always have like ambitions of painting all the interiors up. So I'm always like, oh, I won't glue the back down, because if I ever paint the inside, I could go, hey, look at the inside, look that I've painted. But then nobody's actually going to paint it. Nobody actually cares. Nobody actually cares. As Vindicator, Bump in the Night. Yeah, it's a Vindicator. This one is for, this is the last, I think it's the last tank. I think it's the last Horus Heresy tank kit that I've got for my, that I've got to build for my Night Lords. All the other ones are built, I think. There might be one more. There might be a Tank Hunter. There might be, but I don't think there is. I think I've built them all. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. Do 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 do. Maiden at Donington. Oh, so good. Maiden at Donington. Need to go make dinner. Bye! Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to go make some dinner in a second as well. I'm going to have sausages and salad today. What are you having, Tari Tutu? Tari Tutu, Tutu Tutu, Tari Tutu, Tutu Tutu. That goes on there like that. Fantastic. 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 Might go for salad because of the heat. Either pasta bake or salad. Nice. Nice. I will put a post on Blue Sky once this is built for names for said tank, and then we'll paint the name on the heat shield. Oh no, we can't paint the name on the heat shield. There's not enough room. Where should we paint the name then? Paint the name. I suppose it's going to go down the side then. Interesting. I wonder whether some of the Night Lord transfers have got a scroll on there which I can paint on. That does look cool, come on. That's awesome. That is awesome. And then that goes, I think that goes on there. That goes over there like that. And then those go under there. And then we end up with that. Rawr. Yeah. Right, so I need to do the tracks. I'm not going to do the tracks on stream, so we can just clean up this part. Oh, thank you very much. There we go. There's the link. There's the link that I was talking about, trying to get one new Patreon every week. So if I can get one Patreon from the viewers who are watching at the moment, that would be fantastic. Everybody go click on the link. There's loads of videos in there for you to go and watch. And obviously loads of support. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tari, for the link. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't signed up, go have a look. Trying to get one new Patreon every week. So if you would like to go and do that, then please do. Early access to videos and also some Patreon exclusive videos up on there. Would it be better to swap to Patreon? I don't know. I don't know what the percentages are, actually. Maybe? thought you were already on Patreon, actually. You'd have to deal with ads, though. Yeah, you would have to deal with ads. Yeah, that's very true. I do enjoy the videos that I do over on Patreon. So if they are something that you're interested in, obviously that's going to be helpful. But also there are many hours on Twitch which you're going to have to sit through ads. So your call. Completely understand both sides. Right, nearly finished this. I think I'm out. Oh no, I've got a tiny bit left too now. You have turbo trial at the moment, and think to give less to Bezos. And you can still use a Prime over here as well, so. Everybody, if you have got Prime, everybody should be using Prime on Twitch, because that is literally taking money and transferring money from Bezos to Streamer. Cheers, Manaringo. There we go. Oh, so what? I am going to have to take a break, guys. I'm going to have to take a break. I am literally melting here, so I'm just finishing this one up. I think there's... Oh, Woody, thank you for the follow. What a legend. Thank you, dude. I'm just talking about my Patreon. If you want to follow over on Patreon as well, dude. And obviously over on YouTube as well. Might get Prime again just long enough to watch the new Ghost in the Shell. Then I'm back to trying not to give Bezos money. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Can you get a trial for that? How many emails have you got? How many email addresses have you got? There we go. Should I do a Patreon video and therefore then subsequent YouTube video about painting up a Night Lord Tonk? Yeah, I'm okay, right, that's there we go. Fantastic. What a tonk. What a tonk. Right. I am going to go make some dinner, everybody, because Tonk Central. Oh, I'm going to cool down a little bit. Right, so Let's get us straight up. And I will catch you all on Friday because it's a reveal stream. So we'll do a reveal stream on Friday. That will be amazing. Looking forward to that. And thanks very much, everybody, for hanging out. It's going to be good fun. I do like that. It does look really cool, doesn't it? It does look really cool. Right, catch you all later, everybody.